Cyrus, Chapter 3, Echoing Applause. Cyrus further investigates the case. Upon returning to the theater, he overheard his friend's cry for help. Man. Wonder if it's opening night. Let us sum up the information we have attained thus far. A message written in a blood-like substance was discovered backstage. It was taken directly from a line in the play, meaning only a troupe member could have written it. Yep. We came to that conclusion too. In other words, either Milos or the lead actress Riley. Oh, they're the only ones in the troupe? You know, the last chapter where we saw Milos getting attacked by Heathking. That was the first time I started doubting Milos. Like, what if this is all like this is all like a ruse to like publicize the drama and the trouble going on backstage to drum up sales, right? To like there's all this drama and craziness going on leading up to the opening night, and so more people are interested because everybody loves drama, right? So it's either Milos or the lead actress Riley. Or perhaps someone stole a glance at the script, similarly to you and I. Maybe. My revenge begins here and now. The bell will toll for you soon. Just as the message proclaimed, 2 members of the troupe have been attacked. Yep. Yeah, but what if Milos is behind this? Both Riley and Milos were assaulted by a person dressed up as Mad King Heathkin. So who is the culprit? I think we can safely rule ourselves out from the list of suspects. We have no motive after all. Right. So, which leaves one clear answer. Okay. Milos has motive for drumming up sales. What motive does Riley doesn't have a motive, and maybe a third party could have motive for wanting the play to be canceled or something. Let's see what Cyrus has concluded. Now, all that's left is to prove it. Okay, he's not going to tell us yet. Do you truly believe the culprit's goal is to hinder the production? You think it hard to believe there'd be another motive. That is the logical assumption, but yeah, I think Milos might be behind all of this. Let's see though. All will be revealed when we capture the villain. Oh yes, we'll capture them, alright. But I need to prepare one final thing first. Okay. What are we preparing here? Oh, we gotta go to town. Okay, make the final preparations. Cyrus is gonna catch the villain here. We've got might have another fight to do here. Might get attacked or something. Oh, maybe not. What do we have here? Did you do as I asked? Yes, everything's set to go. But are you sure you want to keep this a secret from everyone? We don't know where the culprit could be hiding. This has to be kept between us. If you say so. Anything to keep our troops safe. Okay. That's everything. Now we wait for the play to begin. Okay. Yes. You'll be taking part 2. I want you to take the stage when you see fit. The stage? You'll know when the time comes. Okay. Alright, I guess Odette gets to be in the play. Wait for the play to begin. Alright. This is good, though. Everybody loves, like, a murder mystery, right? And we know that murder mysteries revolving around plays are pretty interesting. Thanks to only murders. Alright, battle ahead. Okay. Like the play's off to a good start. Oh, I love this song.
Oi!
Mad King Heathkin, you cannot run from me any longer. Oh, he looks nicely dressed up here, doesn't he, for opening night? The time has come for you to pay for your crimes. There you are. Now remove your mask and show me your face. Acting is harder than I thought. That voice. I knew it. It's you, Cyrus. You were expecting me then. You're not the kind of man to allow another troop member to put themselves in danger. Indeed. I realized a while ago now that the two of you were up to no good. The two of us, you say? Yes, you donned the Mad King's costume first, but the second time it was Riley. Am I correct? Oh, they're doing it together. Wow, what a magnificent performance. Huh? Is this part of the play? When did you figure it out? Well, we were close. As soon as I saw the message on the wall. You were counting on my habit of solving any and every mystery put before me, weren't you? I should have expected as much from you. But this time, I have the upper hand. How so? This sword is no prop. If I cut you down here and now, I can pass it all off as an accident.
Nani?
It's like fiction and reality are blending together. I never expected this. Are we sure they're acting? But why concoct such an elaborate scheme? If you despise me that much, you could have easily just hired an assassin. No, this is between you and me alone. At first, I only intended to make use of your intellect. I would have been fine as long as I could revive the theater, even if I had to ask for your help. But when we got to actually talking, I realized you hadn't changed a bit. As brilliant and virtuous as ever, leaving me in the dust without a second thought. Oh my god. This guy's ego is... It was clear to me what a fool I'd been. I considered you my rival, but I was never anything of consequence to you. This time, though, I'll make you admit it. Admit that I beat you. I see. If that's how you feel, then go ahead and cut me down. He's like, what? Nani? You want me to feel defeated, yes? There is no greater defeat than death. Cyrus, in his own way, is just saying, come at me, bro, isn't he? Hmm. Why do you hesitate? You're the one who set all of this in motion, right? I thought you said you'd see this play through to the end, no matter what. That's right, and I will. Prepare yourself, Cyrus. Oh, here comes Odette. What is it with the playwrights in this, not even just in this game, but in this franchise, right? We've got Milos, August, and Simeon, right? Like what's I don't know. What do we think element wise here? So we should probably get some XP back with there. And, good work. Oh, no ice. Oh, there you go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the damage is coming in. Too much damage. I don't think we can handle this. It's too much. Oh, I think Tress is gonna finish this off, isn't she? Yeah, she's got priority. Tressa is sick of your crap, Milos. Milos. Dad Milos. And once again, I couldn't beat you. That story about making an enemy of a troop member, I made it up. Or rather, it was me all along. I intended this as a contest of wit, but honestly, I knew I'd never win. That's why... That's why I prepared this drug. What do you intend to do with that? This happens to be a potent poison that leaves no trace. No! Stop this, Milos! It's too late. I already drank the whole thing. I'll die here, and you'll be labeled my assassin. Even if it's treated as an accident, I know it'll haunt you for the rest of your life. Yo, that's scummy as hell. I'll follow in August's footsteps and punctuate the end of my perfect play with my death. This time, I really have won. Serves you right, Cyrus. Milos. And everybody claps. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Huh? Alphin for the win. I see you're finally awake. Maybe Ophelia too. But how? That poison should have killed me. Ah, that. I had the vial hidden in your costume switched out ahead of time. What you drank was a strong sleeping potion. I presume you feel well rested now? Oh my gosh. What? But that means you predicted exactly what I intended to do. Yes. We've known each other for a long time now. It wasn't too hard to make an educated guess. Oh my god. Cyrus totally just scammed him. You've bested me in every way. I couldn't beat you in academics, nor could my plays hold a candle to August's. Simeon was right. I really am only suited for comedic roles. I can't claim to know very much about theater, but the applause that echoed when the curtains fell was undoubtedly all for you. The audience was enraptured by your display of pure passion. So here we have it again, right? Like this, what Cyrus just said, this is Cyrus in a nutshell, right? Like he may sound cocky, he may sound full of himself, but in the end, that's just who he is. He's not actually egotistical at all, because now he just had his supposed friend from like college or whatever just tried to kill him, and he's literally here just praising him, right? Like he's just complimenting him, basically. Like, so he's Cyrus is not actually like full of himself or egotistical. I think he just is unabashedly blunt, and he has no filter. And that doesn't necessarily mean that he's egotistical or narcissistic or anything like that. It just means he says what he thinks, and you know, like a lot of other characters keep saying they do keep calling him a genius and stuff. And so like a lot of people's egos are fragile in some way, so that when someone comes along like Cyrus, who is almost always right, you know, sometimes that's too much for them to handle. Sometimes like being around someone like that is not something that other people are able to really handle, right? So I think this and the dialogue bubble right before this like perfectly sum up Cyrus. Yeah. That and at the very least is something I could never mimic. Ha! Too little, too late. Yes, I know. I'm the last person in the world you want to listen to, but for better or worse, you still have a future ahead of you. Perhaps you should rethink what you want to do with it before you settle on death. Wise words. You sound like one of our professors. That's because I am a professor now. Well then, may we meet again. He's like, never. Oh, Cyrus. You're awful, you know that, Cyrus? Fragile ego. fragile ego on this one. Okay, that was pretty good. You know, I've talked about how Cyrus is maybe my least favorite character from one. But this story was good. Like, murder mysteries are fun. And you know, like, the whole thing with him in one was about solving a mystery. So like maybe maybe I may have it like misinterpreted Cyrus too, right? Because like I think even as recent as like last week, I'm pretty sure I said like that I don't like his personality that much because it seems like he's full of himself, which, you know, after watching his story in here, I'm not so sure I think that way anymore. You know, like, and there's also always like another possibility too, right? Like what if part of his bluntness and just speaking his thoughts with no filter, like what if he's even on the spectrum, right? Like, because he totally, like, everything he does and says is like totally removed from having emotion play as part of it, right? Like he's always just doing things like logically and everything, and like we just saw there at the end, he was kind to Milos, who just tried to kill him too. He like literally saved his life and he praised him. So like, yeah, that's interesting. I think doing his story here definitely changed my perception of him, which I think is is even more to be said for this game, right? Because like my entire perception of his personality and who he is as a person changed it from this game and his story here, not from his story in Octopath 1. So I think this was a great example of how really cool having like Octopath 1 characters in this game is, like, from a storytelling and character building perspective. And it also makes me really excited to try to get all of the Octopath 2 characters once they get added to the game, like, to see their stories too.